and it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Hello, hello. Aha. Yeah, welcome back everybody. It is another weekend of Formula Sundays. My microphone seems to be working now as well. And we are ready to get going. Albeit with a little bit of a diminished grid, if we will. It's only 12 drivers here today. But Canada usually gives ample of opportunity to have good racing anyways. And what do I see there? Lauda is back on the grid. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be spicy, I guess. We are on 2 out of 3 terrorists again here in Formula Sundays. No, I'm genuinely excited. Really happy to see Lauda back again. Of course. Some of the other people have not shown up today, evidently so, as we only have 12 drivers. I know of Jannemann that his PC exploded earlier today. I don't think it actually exploded, but he can't start it again after, I don't know, kicking it by accident or something. What do I know? So he's not gonna be there for the foreseeable future. Yeast is also on his last race of the season because he is real life obligated on all upcoming weekends, so his championship bid is gonna come to an end either way, but he could at least exit as the championship leader here tonight for Cloud, for Ego. The GOAT is back as well. I see that the Place Ultras are in the chat. And yeah, he is of course there, without his teammate as well. Also, Manop missing today, Wild Ghost the lone kick on the grid as well. Neither of the original Haas drivers are there. Daddy has said before, because of technical issues, he's not gonna race again. Not sure what is going on with Jabostic, but yeah, maybe similar. The Ultras are of course, yeah, I've never doubted. My bad. Yeah, Lucid, after having a roller coaster first race and then a pretty decent second one, is, I think, if I saw that correctly, now in a permanent Red Bull seat as well. So, yeah. Great that he's coming along. I think Canada is also a very nice race for, I wouldn't say for beginners, it sounds like it's piss easy and but I don't know, I feel like it's one of the more beginner-friendly tracks. Really only gotta take care of the Wall of Champions, and that's that. We give the boy the emotional support, yeah. Huge. Dub. Well, let's see if Cherry survives it. Cherry has been very vocal in another server that I'm in about the stupidity of track limits in this very chicane, because you have to cut across greatly to save big amount of times, but the margins are very random to when it's a corner cut and invalidation and when it's not. 110.3 is decent for sure though. Come on, I was about to say let's spectate the GOAT, but he is on an invalid lap. And he's coming into the pits as a result. So let's see Lucid instead. Rice here, second pole there, is slower than Cherry. Lucid is a good bit behind. I think that's to be expected. I would expect the qualifying times, especially of all the experienced drivers, being way quicker. And then, yeah, of course, we have the return of the Quali Merchant with Lauda. Albeit, saying Quali Merchant is kind of it is true, but it's not showing the whole picture, because bro is pretty fast in the race as well, but he is insanely fast in qualifying. So, yeah. Let's see. MQ here is also on a hot lap now. But yeah, looking at this, I assume Lauda's gonna start from the back as well. I think everything else would probably be about as unfair as if Seagull was starting from the front with a normal setup. Because I think if Lauda starts from the front, he's gonna win it 100%. Oh yeah, of course, MQ's already on an invalid lap. Let's see Emil's. So yeah, I think race win today is probably heavily between Seagull and Lauda. And then of course a little bit of Yeast if everything goes right and he starts from the front and can have a good early race. Should be in there somewhere. MQ has been having a glow up recently as well. I think... where's my phone? I'm gonna grab my phone real quick. So, let's actually see championship. Because I'm fairly certain MQ is currently sitting on top even. Yeah, he is. 76 points to MQ here, and then Seagull is next with 75, followed by Yeast with 70, but as said, he's not going to be relevant after this race, given his involuntary retirement. Rice here with an improvement, still a second down of Lauda, who is also on odd lap, I think. Yep. But to finish off the interesting championship contenders, then we have Emil's with 65 points, so it's like 76 MQ, 75 Seagull, Yeast on 70, and then Emil's 65, 4th position, only 11 points behind. And then we have something, well, for you guys, I guess, in the chat. Rice on 31, The Place on 31, Cherry on 31, Manup, who's not here today, on 30 is the best of the rest battle, so that's very spicy as well. The Place here could cement his position as the best of the rest, as he has gained 5 position in the championship with his good performance last weekend. So yeah, that's kind of fun. In terms of constructors, it's also interestingly close enough. Racing Bulls on 90 points, Red Bull on 85, McLaren on 82. So, yeah, in both championships we have a little bit of fun going on. The GOAT is on hot lap. Ah, shit, I think he's about to finish it. We're gonna catch his next one. But yeah, that's kind of the situation coming into this. Championship-wise, there's gonna be a lot of points up for grabs today here, of course, given that pretty much everyone is gonna go into the points. And to be fair, I think in the grid we have racing right here, it would be incredibly difficult for me to pinpoint who's gonna miss out. Like, I feel like all of the drivers have the potential to get the job done. Oh, Mido's coming as well. Oh boy. Now it's only Mofa missing, and the Middle Eastern connection is at full strength again. But yeah, Mido also interesting. Fun to see. As we're on board with Emil's now. Quick hot lap also. Like, I think you can get 4 laps easily here, but potentially even 5. Because the lap is so short. So, wait, the Place is going for another. Okay, I've promised this, so let's go to the Place instead now. He's been out for a while now, though. He must have had hot lap, recharge lap, and now another hot lap. So he's taken a lot of fuel, honestly. Spun Mercedes up ahead, from what it looked like. Or it is just Cherry going really slow to let everyone by safely. Yeah, he picks up the pace a little bit again. Might just have been him being very slow, and thus the yellow is coming out. Let's see the place on PB course. But he needs a lot of time actually to get to bats here. The field is very competitive up on top with the quali times. Oh yeah, Seagull also, yeah, probably thrown away the training gloves. Oh, never mind. The place into the bits. And we're seeing Lauda and Seagull properly battling for pole position now. I think Emils is on an in-lap anyways. Yep, 3 seconds down. What is Yeast cooking? He has too much energy to be on a... yeah. He's also invalid. Cherry seems to be on a hot lap. He can improve a little bit. His Polish countryman just ahead of him by a little bit more than 2/10. DJ has asked for an invite. Hell yeah. I'd love to get DJ in here. Suck. The race will be a penalty fest again, as it seems. Yes. The curbs are extremely inviting to cut, because they are like very flat everywhere, and it's not particularly dangerous to cut them in terms of like you spinning. And here, especially this chicane, you kind of need to cut it a lot to have good times, which is of course going to be more apparent in qualifying, because in the race you don't have to full risk every single lap, right? Lucid obviously best player here, he's going to win the race for sure, yeah. Heck, what do I know, he might. Who's gonna get the most penalties? I would assume, given that Lucid is relatively new to the F1 game, if I'm not mistaken. Depending on how much he has practiced this track, of course. It might just be him by virtue of being, like, the new guy. I do think Wild Ghost is an enjoyer of free will, and so he oftentimes treats the track limits as mere suggestions. Ooh, Lauda here is looking at a high 108 lap. That would be seriously cooked. And yeah, MQ, as said, the glow up is there. He is a couple of tenths clear than clear of Emils, just behind these two guys here. A little bit of an illegal wallbang there for Lauda, but the 108 is gotten. Oh, Seagull as well, though. I think this has lost him some time as well, unless wallbanging is the ideal strat there, but no. He's not gonna beat him. Let's see, Mido is on. DJ needs another. Alright then. We're gonna get DJ an invite, that's fine. Suck. Don't even know this guy. Well, yeah, surely. This is not a paid actor in the chat. Well, what are we looking at? I think... yeah, Yeast might be the only one who is actually currently on a hot lap. Or is the place? Oh no, the place is as well. Let's grab some more of him, I guess, then. Going through. Should I go out again? Honestly, there's time. I don't know. Half of the chat is the Plays fan. Yeah, it is what it is. And then in the booth we have the Seagull Grazer. And the occasional other Formula Sundays watcher in there. So, the place here. Half a second improvement. Wow, that's actually illegal. He's not gained a singular position with this. Half a second quicker. I don't know. Lil bro, you gotta tell me if DJ needs more invites. He's not getting in just yet. just gonna give him one. There's only a straight coming up. It's not like anything's gonna happen here to Mido. Okay, decent last chicane. Sign my arm for a tattoo, okay. We're reaching fanboy levels I didn't think was possible. I mean, we sure are communicating with online services a lot, but nothing is happening. Well. Wild Ghost here. 2/10 up. This could be... huge for him would be an overstatement, probably. Rice is a little bit more than 2/10 ahead of him, so he could gain up to 2 positions with, yeah, just about the 2/10 improvement. Or he invalidates. That's gonna be tough. Mido on an invalid lap. Is anyone coming up to set a lap? Oh, Lucid. Okay. Self-proclaimed the GOAT in the Twitch chat. Better be dumping out some pole position time right now. Nah, the pressure is getting to him. Not the very best first 2 turns. Yeah, half a second down already. But probably best to just abandon this one and try another one afterwards. We have... well, I don't even see the flippin' time myself because I did not open the tool correctly. Well, I have it opened correctly, but it's not fully unfolded. Let's phrase it like that. So yeah. On board with Bats, yeah? He has... honestly, he doesn't need much for 2 extra positions, potentially even 3. So it's well possible for him to get a good improvement going still. At this point, I don't think we're getting DJ in there. I guess we're gonna try it one more time either way. And... Batsia, last turn, very smoothly navigated. Did look good, honestly. But yeah, it did not gain time in the very end. He must have lost it somewhere. Cherry is not on a quick lap. Wild Ghost has just finished a quick lap. Seagull has put out an absolute banger for provisional P1. He's now gonna proceed to park in the pit exit, so he gets disqualified. So let's see. Can we see the Quali Merchant himself? The fastest driver on 1 lap in Formula Sundays. Oh my god, Lucid has lost it in the wall there. It's just about even with his previous time. A little bit early on the turn in there. MQ retired. Ah, that's interesting. Oh, he retired in the pits. Okay, fair. I think, yeah, he did. But Lauda is not gonna beat his time by the looks of it. It was unlucky, okay? Yeah, surely. Let's see if Lauda is going to disqualifying himself or if he's starting from pole here. Oh my god. Yeah, that was I mean, it wasn't a PV by Lauda anyways, but like, that was a wild decision making by Wild Ghost. Interesting way to get out of the way, to just move back onto the racing line. Rice is not going anywhere with this. Cherry ain't cooking. Oh, who was that? Was that Barry? I think it was Barry, who just improved one more time. What's in the terrorism? Yeah, for real. Okay, well, Rise not a champion yet, but definitely found the wall of them. And yeah, what a way to end this qualifying. It's a nice little DNF there. I can smell the report already. I don't think it matters in this position. Or like, I'm not too sure if Lauda's gonna be like too upset about it, because he was down on his PB time anyways. And he is starting from pole anyways, and Wild Ghost already gets a 5 position penalty. But yeah, it's for sure reportable. I mean, yeah, I kind of feel the thought process. It was probably like a little bit of panic. What happens when Wild Ghost then has to go to the left to go into the pits, but like, yeah, it's just a little bit of poor execution. However, we're going towards the race. I'm gonna briefly tab out here to get my tool properly set up. Zack. Alright then, now it's playing the waiting game. It seems like DJ did not get in anymore at the end. Let me see, I have Discord notifications. Is that just him asking? Yeah, okay. And that is him asking from a few minutes ago. Well, well, well. Is the weather dynamic? It is. Rain in the race, apparently. Okay. So we're getting the weather forecast from Jannemann. Yeah, sorry, I was briefly going through all of the notifications because I forgot to charge my phone overnight and then had it laying on the other end of the room the other day charging, or this day. Wild mix of medium and hards, honestly, like very well distributed. A little bit more hard than medium, 7 times hards and 6 times mediums. Weather is dynamic, yes, for sure. My forecast here is usually not very informative. It's currently at 13% rain forecast. And like the threshold at which it actually gets wet is completely random in my experience. So yeah, for now it seems to be relatively dry, but if rain in the race apparently is a thing, we're gonna maybe see some nice changeable condition stuff. I love when that happens, albeit usually it just happens too late. Oh, DJ has joined now. Okay, that's unfortunate. I don't know if he can still put the car on the grid. I think we might be too late here. Yeah, it's a real shame. We didn't even have like that many server issues recently, but yeah, DJ apparently here could not get in. Interesting parking job. Yeah, MQ there tried to be cheeky, tried to line himself up towards the inside, but promptly disqualified. A little bit too illegal of a parking job. And the last cars line up. And we're ready to go here, so lights are about to go on. There we are. And ooh. Yeah, that was a very long hole. Cherry getting drive-through for the jump start, but everybody else, I think, did get away quite okay there. MQ even getting the jump on Yeast, both of them on medium tires. Another position change here further down there. I think Emil's got a bunch, and Barry has gotten a position as well. Yeast and MQ exchanging positions again. They're Yeast around the outside, going back for that P2. Further down, Mido and Cherry are battling, or rather have been battling. And Lauda is already a second clear due to all the fighting happening with place 2 and 3. Seagull, for once, did not gain 10,000 positions at the start. He is still sitting in last. I mean, mainly also because you can't really overtake in the first few turns so well. But right here, though, massive overspeed on Wild Ghost. And is now on the inside line on the chicane. Ooh, Lucid, no front wing, also cuts off Seagull very harshly. In my opinion, he had the outside line. Not really the right to squeeze Seagull like that, but no contact, Seagull avoids it. And Rice is ahead of Bats here, who chooses life instead of running side by side through the chicane. Cherry immediately with a drive-through penalty. And I wonder if Rice has picked up front wing damage there, because he slammed the wall of champions hard. DJ has left the session again. Yeah, 0-7 to DJ. It's a real shame he couldn't join. He would have been in contention for the podiums usually as well. So yeah. First penalty, much more to come. Yeah, Cherry with a penalty speedrun. It's really the Seb Vettel of Formula Sundays. Oh, Wild Ghost, there it is. I said it before, Wild Ghost is usually very creative with the track limits, and in this case he's the first one to get a 3-second warning as well. Oh, Seagull with a little bit of sliding, but he makes it through, and I think Wild Ghost is looking to slip through here as well. The drag race down the straight, but I think the place here does not have the DRS, so he has no chance of withstanding the speed of Wild Ghost here. Yeah, and Lauda is just 3 seconds gone. He really, yeah, just came back to stunt on FS a little bit. Mido. Okay, I see you. They survived. I'm very happy about that. If he fully stuck the wheel there, I think both of them die. Bats there, a little bit of grass taken with the braking, so he has slid wide in the corner. He's lost a little bit of time, but not enough for Mido to capitalize. And I think Seagull might be the next threat for an overtake again. He's closing the gap rapidly. Ooh, a little bit of a tap off Bats' rear there for the other Haas. Mido a little bit too late into the hairpin. And now, what's it gonna be? Seagull? That seems very straightforward. Ooh, contact there between Rice and Bats. Or Seagull wanted to go for the gap there, but the gap didn't exist, so yeah. If you no longer go for a gap that doesn't exist. Oh my god, what is going on here? These guys, they're just wrecking their car. Haas infight there. It's just about survived by Seagull. Oh, he wants to go here so badly. Onto the inside. Bats can't fully cut across. I will say, like, if we're talking track, this was not a full car's width, but both of them survived splendidly. And I think, like, I'm not sure if Rice just got... Okay, no, it's DRS. I was about to say, why is Rice so slow, but everybody else has DRS. So, what a move by Seagull there to get past both of them. And now there might be the counter-attack coming out by Rice, but he does not dare to go all the way, albeit he kind of spun Seagull around the chicane a little bit there, if I saw that correctly. Yeah, 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 too real. That's some DTM racing. Oh, honestly, I missed the time where DTM was peak, like with Gary Paffett and all of them. What? How did Lucid die there? 10-second time penalty, severe collision with Lucid. Okay. Interesting one, interesting one. OG Lucid. Oh well. 10-second time penalty served and front wing exchanged for a wild ghost immediately. Yeah, Taliban Tonelli. I have had enough. Oh god, yeah, I hope you like recorded or whatever. Would love to see what happened there. Ah well. Peak wheel-to-wheel racing. Hey, Seagull, illegal. Ding 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 ding. No overtaking under safety car. Lucid's gone into real F1 now. He decided to leave this. Yeah. He tried to overtake. Well, that's legal, man. People try to overtake. There was no space. This is a straight. I mean, fair. Yeah. I'm curious to see it, anyways. I think Wild Ghost probably usually records his races as well. So I'm really curious to see what happened there. It's not like we've never had crashes on the straight. I think Fabian can tell us a story about that as well in the chat. So he just squeezes. Oh yeah, I think Fabian can tell a story about that exact incident. That has happened before. Wow, and now Rice is in P2. Holy cooking. Lucid needs a therapist, for real. Classic F1 open lobby, justified crash. Oh, great. Honestly, like, people saying F1 open lobbies have not been in F1 open lobbies enough. It's been a while since I've played open lobbies, but that shit is so wild. Like, people literally kill you over nothing. Actually, like, people are just way too angry every time. I mean, I'm saying this as a, yeah, as a lost cause who's still playing League of Legends, but holy moly, the amount of people who run you down because they have a tiny PP and weak mental is crazy. Like, bro, you're killing yourself as well. You're losing the game. In open lobbies, it's just like, okay, you slightly touched me, I'm gonna end my own race in your car. Like, for what, bro? What does it give you? I'm dead now, but what's with you? You're not winning this race either, buddy. Not League of Legends. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I've never gotten away from it. And it's crazy, actually. It's like half my life. What the hell? And I'm pushing 30. You wanna overtake me? No, I will like bring us both to the hospital. Yeah, exactly. Like, huh? Like, I get that you're angry, and like in game here as well. Or like, I mean, to be fair, I kind of get that Verstappen is like was mega pissed off at some of the reporters when like repeatedly asked about the Russell Spain incident. But that's the same thing, right? Like, he does something you perceive as unfair, and you proceed to do something that loses you the championship. Like, I'm a Verstappen glazer and fanboy, but like, my brother in Christ, it's just not making sense, huh? Did we talk about Darth Stenny? Oh my god. Yeah, that was peak, honestly. Yeah, he kind of did, like, fully intentionally crash into someone, take someone out, and then, like, he was live streaming on Twitch with facecam and stuff, and, like, he's hit the audience with the most devious smirk I've ever seen. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, we've had, like, we only had, in the 21 seasons, like, 7 years of Formula Sundays. I think we've had, like, 3 at max incident where someone takes someone out intentionally. Like, you could argue about the Suzuka Jimsky Rapid incident. Stani was definitely one, and I think all the way back in the days, like, Mashik was taken out by, like, Merlin Thunders or whatever once, because he wanted to rig the championship or whatever. But yeah, usually it's quite fair. What is absolutely unfair, by the way, is the safety car restart. What the hell is going on? It's been 2 turns and Lauda has a 2-second lead. Excuse me? I didn't know Rice was like actually just a sentient brake bump. That's crazy road blocking. 3 seconds to Yeast. It's half the lap. Oh my. I mean, I guess Rice didn't pit. Everybody else is on fresher tires. Can we jump to the place? Of course we can. We have not been there for a while. He is kind of far back from Bats, but maybe Bats... Okay, that is the Verstappen school of racing, for sure. Bats there taking out his own and the place front wing, 2 for 1. Red Bull might give you wings, but McLaren does take yours. But he stays out. Gotta be careful here. What is it? Right wing missing is of course more disadvantage in right hand turns, and well, towards the Wall of Champions that second bit is a right hander, so really gotta be careful there to not DNF. Helmar plays again with the damage. You did this, guys. You did this. You jinxed him. We went to him and now he got damage. He was doing absolutely fine beforehand. This is Cars's curse, but like chat's curse. Oh my, I see some parts flying around there as well. I think Bats and... oh, what is happening with MQ? MQ lost 2 positions just now. Curious what happened there. But yeah, Bats and Rice have had some comings together today. A bunch of tiny, yeah, love taps, if you want to say it's like that. And whoa. Yeah, he cut the corner there, I think, to avoid a collision. I kind of want to jump here though. Like, these guys are 4 wide here through the first 2 turns potentially. Super close together. Seagull's lurking, is lingering, waiting for his chance. Oh, Seagull time penalty. Rare Seagull time penalty. What is going on here? He just did it last week, but he's done it again. Okay, throwing his car onto the apex there. Drifting into the turn. I think that exit... Okay, well, the exit was good enough to keep Emils at bay. But holy Seagull driving. What the hell is going on? Let's go around the place again. Cherry caught live in 4K, cutting the corner. Oh my god. Rice is braking so early. Like, these guys have more problems actually avoiding the Williams than making the turn in itself. But the place now, past Mido, going in behind Rice. Oh, and Cherry, it looked like he got hit there, but I think he just lost the car by himself. The place with a time penalty there as well, just before. Going on board with him here to see the battle between Rice and Mido. God doesn't need a front wing. Yeah, you guys keep on jinxing him. Oh, by the way, like, as said before, disclaimer, I have no idea how much the tool number actually says, but the rain forecast has risen from 15-ish% to 65 now. So, as we see the skies going a little bit darker, I think rain is probably gonna be only like a few laps away. I don't think it's gonna be like only last 2 or 3 laps, so yeah, very interesting situation. Oh, Cherry! Ay. Yeah, goated German F1 commentary again. Oi. Yeah, but Cherry is missing a front wing piece here as well. It was a little bit... yeah, it was definitely a little bit of a miss of the braking point. I smell the reflow. Yeah. It did look a little bit more accidental. I don't think you want to dive, like, that far. Even on a good day. Well, let's see. Battle of the Poles. Are they going through the side by side? I would not recommend. Wow, the place there. Damn. I think someone could make the point about overtaking off track there, but he was on track with 2 tires, surely. Well, been jumping on Wild Ghost here, as he is having the best overview above everybody else here. And I think like that's kind of the play for the people. They want to stay out for the rain now, like make it until it starts raining. And, oh, well, could go to Seagull here. Going around MQ, and there's not much resistance, really, from the McLaren driver. Back to the place. He's sending Cherry deep here to go for a potential move. Yeah, no, he can't go. I mean, both of them missed the front wing, right? So, or parts of the front wing. I think each of them have one end plate missing. So yeah. Rice and Wild Ghost are still just behind here. It's really nice, really, to have even like the back of the field in a battle with each other, in a battle for points here. Rice there on the inside, trying to get past the place. I think both of them are gonna have the DRS. They are still side by side there. Not separable, at least the game thinks that much. I think the place now slightly fallen down. Whoa. Whoa, and Wild Ghost, what a chicane there by him. It's almost driving through the two of them. What a line by him there, and the overspeed is crazy, but the place is holding on to the inside here. And extra speed here. Yeah, it's not gonna pull through. The place still ahead. But gets another corner cut penalty, and so does Wild Ghost. So both of them on 6 seconds now. Everybody else is on 3. A little bit of sliding intensifying everywhere we look. I think Seagull has been kind of drifting the entire time, but like these guys here have had like 2 turns where it looked really, really slippery. I am not sure. Do we see raindrops already? I don't think so, right? I mean, it can go into this perspective briefly here, but yeah, I don't think we see raindrops yet. We see an overtake here potentially though. Wild Ghost loses the place. Oh, has to make it tight through here. A little bit of contact. They're holding on. Both of them taking a little bit of a compromised line to avoid each other a little bit more. And now it's the other way around. The place on the outside. Wild Ghost on the inside. Can Wild Ghost this time around stay ahead? No, he's backing out again. The traction that the place gets seems to be just a tiny bit better. Out of the turns, he's always somehow ahead. And maybe we can... actually, we can't even look much elsewhere, really. I mean, maybe in a bit we can see Seagull vs Yeast. Because that's gonna come up. Cherry is joining the 6 seconds club. Can't overtake the GOAT. Yep, the GOAT at work. The place there running a little bit deep, but Wild Ghost can't get the acceleration down with the inside line. Gonna stay here for a little bit longer, and then I think we're gonna look at Seagull versus Yeast a little bit further up. Because I feel like these two guys down there will be at it for a little bit longer though, whereas I feel Seagull can probably get the move done. Oh, I see raindrops. I see raindrops. Yep, there we have it on the screen as well. We're getting to the point where it's becoming a little bit wet. And usually when the rain starts, I think it takes about 3 to 5 laps to be like proper into conditions. It really depends on how bad the rainfall is. I think this does not look too horrible just yet. But of course, like these guys' tires. Actually, let me look. So from the people with shared telemetry, the people who are on the hards, and I assume that is most of them who pitted in lap 2, are on roughly 30% tire wear. So it's really not that horrible. But then again, like the hard tire is the worst tire for rainy conditions. So the only one who is on the mediums and who could have an advantage right now missed the place here. If Lauda bottles this, Janeman says, yeah. Well, that would be an impressive bottle drop. It might as well be Lauda Norris at this point. So, people into the pits, the place stays out for one more lap. I think it's the correct decision. We're not in Inter territory yet. All of them are going for Inters. To not much of a surprise. I will say the rain, like the track conditions seems to be getting worse quickly. But yeah, I still think maybe this lap is 100% a better point to pit than the previous one. Lauda's a fan of Ferrari. Let's hope he doesn't copy the strategy calls. Yeah, I think usually he has been a little bit better on the strategy calls. I think he's had like 1 or 2 stinkers as well, but all of those were like tough calls. This is a pretty straightforward and easy call. You go in here, you don't get a 10-second time penalty. Oh. The Emils are sliding over the safety car line. This is... I mean... I'm really curious. We're gonna see everybody diving to the pits now. Yeah, Bats is like extra careful. And Mido's gonna get a time penalty. Oh, MQ has left the session. That's not great. The place here very nice and cautious. I'm gonna invite MQ real quick. How far? Where is he? Is he console? Zack. So yeah, where were we? I wanted to see where Rice came out here actually. Rice has cleared Cherry, Wild Ghost and the place at least, so these guys have been like running relatively together. Oh my god, holy wallbang by Rice. But actually the going in the lap earlier seems to have gotten them quite the advantage. It does also look like the rain is kind of getting worse, no? We might be seeing full wets for the first time in forever. Yeah, the GOAT is tanking last place, so nobody else has to be last. What a guy. Maybe he decides that he doesn't want to do that. Can you show the penalties? I can tell you the penalties. It is... Seagull, Yeast, and Mido are on 3 seconds. And everybody else is on 6. So Rice, Cherry, Wild Ghost, and the place are on 6. And I can tell you, it's only gonna get worse because of the well, track conditions worsening. Also, the symbol changed for the forecast. It's now showing like a thunderstorm, so I think we might be getting full wets. I think this is like the rare event where we get like actual rain. Mido has more than that. I'm... Oh, he has a 10-second for collision? Oh, for the pit entry. Yes, yes, sure. Yeah, that doesn't show in the tool. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, here we have that. Tire is, I think, pretty clear. Everybody's on Inters. And I do feel like we're going on wets in a... well, not yet maybe, but like maybe in a bit. I would enjoy seeing them like drive on wets. It's been a while, as said. Let's go to Emil's here, I think. This is the most probable battle here with Emil's MQ and Barry hanging around. But yeah, it doesn't look nice to navigate these conditions in Inters even. I mean, question is if we are even like gonna see much more overtakes because of the conditions worsening in a way like that, or is Emil's just like kinda falling off here momentarily, and then on the straights he's gonna gain it back. Real F1 would have been already red flag with this rain. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, wasn't there... oh god. Wasn't there like a discussion about wheel covers to reduce the spray being introduced? I thought this was gonna like... this was actually gonna happen with the new regulations. Yeah, I breathed in wrongly, so I'm yeah, needed to take a little drink real quick to reboot my throat. We have red flags disabled, by the way, just in case people were saying this is IRL red flag already. I'm not entirely sure if like condition red flags exist in this game, but red flags were so buggy when we tried them out that we've like honestly just never gotten back to use them anymore. Only 3 left without the penalties. Yeah, I think like low-key Lauda is not gonna get any. Why would he? Like, he doesn't need to push. He's like 10 seconds clear of Seagull. 9 seconds. 12 seconds actually with the time penalty. So, I think even if Seagull catches and overtakes him, he can easily follow, usually. The only way he can actually lose this is drive recklessly and get time penalties. Rice and Bats. Gonna be the most prominent battle for us here, I think. Let me see front wings. So Bats is still missing some. Rice has gotten a new one. What is with Cherry? He's also gotten a new one. Mado has gotten his as well. The Place is also on a functional front wing again. So it is... wait. It's only Bats on the front wing. Woo, Cherry! Tokyo drifting here. Ay ay ay. A nice catch though. I'm fairly certain in dry conditions I've lost my car in this exact spot and crashed into the wall and DNF'd in one of the seasons, like 10 seasons ago. Oh yeah, I mean Bats is going or trying to block off Rice here a lot. Not sure, I feel like the move was probably okay, it just looked very late in reacting. Cherry's getting slipstreamed by both of them actually. He's gonna... gonna send them deep, I was about to say, but you can't even send each other deep when you're both trying to go side by side into the chicane. Conditions still worsening, at least that is what the tool is saying. The play is with another time penalty, so him and Wild Ghost are now on 9 seconds. The only two with corner cut penalties worth that much. And Rice has now been overtaken by Cherry. And almost the contact there, we see it in the rear mirror. Rice was very close to Cherry there. Looking for potential counter. Let's see, he's a little bit further down. If someone DNFs in heavy rain, it's always red flag in this game. Okay, that's interesting. I did not... well, as said, we have never played with... Wait, what happened? Bro, I'm reading chat for 1 second and all of a sudden Cherry is half a second behind again. Yeah, but as I was saying, I think we have never played with red flags here. And I don't play the game myself. I really only buy this to cast. So yeah. W chicane by Cherry here, and really bad one by Rice to be honest. He's lost a lot of time to Bats as well. Does Rice have... No, it looked like he had front wing damage there. Wild Ghost, my goat, my pick for most penalties. He is coming in clutch here. Second 12 now. It's the 4th corner cut penalty for him. But I guess like it's gonna be fun because the players are gonna catch up to him. Oh, and there is Lauda. I said he doesn't need to risk, he doesn't need to do anything. But now he's on the time penalty as well. His question is just if Seagull is gonna get another. Because Seagull is slowly gaining, it's like half a second per lap, I think, roughly, the pace. It's more like 4/10 in the last lap. Oh, side by side there between Cherry and Bats. Rice is now really a good bit down. Let's see Bats here. Yeah, he's not going for it, and neither would I have ever recommended. He's missing the chicane by quite a bit though. Like, Rice was so far back, but now he might become a threat here for Bats, and in all the fighting, Mido is just closing in slowly but steadily. I do wonder if there is merit for full wets. Because in the tool we've reached 90% now, and I don't think we've ever been at 90%. And we're like going further. And the symbol is like literally like the thunderstorm, so it's heavy rain. And I feel like if we're ever gonna get wet tires, it has to be this. Like, I don't know, it's just raining a lot still, and the track is fully wet. Does anyone know, like, when, I mean, apart from when Jeff calls you and is like, hey, yo, do you think we should go wet tires? And you're like, yeah, please help me. But how do you like distinguish when the track is wet enough for full wets? I think it was like puddles, right? There's like actual puddles on there. But we don't know. We will see. It's still 10 laps, like it's really going to be a much longer race still. Rice and Bats both with time penalties here. Let's see, that puts them on... Rice on 9 seconds, Bats on 6. Mido's still on his 3-second corner cut penalty, and then on his 10-second speeding the pit lane penalty. Oh, and the GOAT has closed up to Wild Ghost. Okay. Forecast is going down a little bit again. I'm not sure if that's a sign yet, that it's not gonna get worse, but I feel at least it got a little bit brighter. But I'm honestly, maybe I'm just being gaslit by the tool. This is very well possible. Okay. Wicked line by Wild Ghost, and the place is just scooting through. Zack, easy P11. One mistake and he immediately has it. Now this little group. Cherry seems to, ever since he's gotten through now, he's finally set free. The wild goat, yeah. Oh my. There's a lot of sliding. That's interesting, the way you can actually see here. Oh god, prediction started. We have active mods? That's crazy. What is the prediction then? Can't see it. MQ and Emil's gonna get a time penalty. Oh, we're gambling on time penalties. Yeah, that's a good shout. Does anybody survive it without? Whoa. What a move there by Mido. A little bit of a squeeze onto Rice, but I don't think there was like too much contact, and he's made it through. Mido's sliding around a little bit as well though. So Inter tire wear is not a concern. We're only in like the 20%. Okay, the rain has, the rain symbol in the forecast has gone away from the heavy rain to normal light rain again. So I think the assessment that it's probably not gonna get worse is fair. And that probably means we're not gonna go full wets, because the Inters make it to the end here. And if the rain is not gonna get worse, there's no point. I mean, maybe it still gets wetter, honestly. Like, I feel like there's more raindrops on the screen. But it's gotten visibly lighter, at least. So, yeah, maybe it's just a different kind of weather. I don't know. Talking about weather like I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, yeah, real, I guess. Let's go gambling. Yeah, let me gamble. Yeah, I would have to look. I'd have to accept the treasure thingy you get for channel points to see how much I have. It's probably like 700,000 or something. So, Emil's... Oh, okay, believers. What's going on, believers? Are we believing in MQ still, or is MQ falling to the time penalties as well? Emil's is... has fallen. Uh-oh. Yeah, he has 3 sec... oh no, MQ does not have anything, but like, yeah. Seagull is also not gaining that massively towards Lauda anymore. He's only been a 10th quicker last lap. I mean, we can go to MQ a little bit. Maybe we will get the moment where it happens. He's approaching Barry as well, so like this might be one of our 2 fights on the grid right now. ERS engaged heavily, of course, which is well possible in the rain, given that you recharge way more because you need to brake more. So the balance between spending and recharging falls in favor of the braking, the recharging. How many warnings? I mean, like, we can look at that, I think. Oh god, incidents, right? 1 warning, lap 1. McLaren's also bats here. That's also bats. So all of them are bats. So it seems like he has a singular warning. He needs 2 more for the track limit. Like, apart from lap 1, which was probably lap 1 shenanigans then, he hasn't gotten a single one. I do think it's a rough day for the believers here. For the believers in of the penalty, at least. No, actually for the believers in the... Who is the believers in this scenario? Let's just say, I feel like it's probably more likely that he's gonna end up without a penalty, but we will see. Race director looks like a whole novel here, for real. Mido is sliding around. Let's see MQ here. Is very aggressive on his ERS spending. Said before. He's definitely going all the way to the end. Wild Ghost is for sure the undisputed GOAT of the penalties on this one now. 15 seconds for him. Even with Mido's 10-second speeding the pit lane penalty. He is now beaten by the kick driver. The believers believe in a pen. Okay. Alright, believers. You're in shambles. I'm telling you. MQ's not gonna throw this. He's not gonna get... actually, he is gonna get P4. I was like, he's not gonna get Barry though, neither. But if he doesn't get the penalty, he's gonna be through either way. So yeah, all he has to do really is not get a penalty. What's with these guys here? There's not really... Whenever I look away, these guys are super close together here. And whenever you look away from the other battle, like, something happens there. Also, there's like still a realistic battle for points, because Mido still has the 10 seconds extra, like he has 13 seconds, the place has 9. So 4-second distance, the place would actually overtake Mido. So like a little bit of a long distance battle between the two. But yeah, there is for sure points up for grabs here for the place still. Please slide out. Yeah, I mean, sliding out is, like, if you go off track, you don't necessarily get a warning, really. I mean, the wheel spin is crazy. The engine is absolutely firing up. It's only a few more laps as well. It's really not that long to go anymore. I think Seagull at this point needs Lauda to get another penalty. He is consistently like 3/10 quicker, roughly. But at that pace, he's just barely gonna breach the 3-second line. Oh, Bats and Mido versus Rice. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, Bats and Rice there in an eternal battle. I mean, this could be huge for the plays, of course. If these guys are fighting with each other now, losing a bunch of time, he could close that window down to a 4-second distance and then grab some points against Mido. It's difficult to find the opportunities to go for a move here. I feel like his one was probably a little bit too far back. I mean, also Bats... to be fair, he did not have to concern himself with whatever Mido was doing there. The lunge was just never on the cards. Oh, and Mido has gotten another penalty, so it is now really possible for the plays. He only needs to be 7 seconds behind, unless he gets another penalty, of course, then it's gonna be 4. So the play is potentially in the points here, with all the battling going on. Barry is the wrong one you want to get a penalty, so that's not gonna help. What is that move? Yeah. It's just very far back. I don't think you can really know it's coming for Bats. Rice with another penalty, so he's on 12 seconds right now. That means if the place is within 3 seconds of Rice, I guess, he could get Rice as well. But that also means Rice is dropping down behind Bats, guaranteed. Guaranteed. MQ has dropped behind from Kingsman a little bit. Wonder if he's just gonna take it safer. Mido here. Doing it again, this time from more alongside, so better prospects of the overtake working, I'd say. Bats is still alongside there on the inside, but I do think the acceleration should be better on the more drier patch that Mido is on. Bats here. Barging him out of the way a little bit, can't lie. But it's not like Mido didn't do the same thing before. The place is now fully back here, as these guys have lost so much time battling. Let's go to place POV. The GOAT in the points. Yeah, for now he is. And well, if I mean, honestly, I was about to say, if Lauda gets a 3 seconds time penalty, he might still be able to lose the race, but I have no idea how he would do that. He's not gonna get reported because he literally never touched anybody, because he was ahead by 3 seconds by the first turn at all times. He's already finished. Oh my god, I didn't even see. What is Seagull doing? Oh, Seagull is disqualifying himself because he only takes wins. Yeah, fair. So, even more points for the place. An MQ. Wow, I feel like that might have been a warning still. But he's gonna come over the line. And he is taking a podium here. So, Lauda, Yeast, MQ. Seagull disqualified. Yep, that checks out. Let's check these guys out still. No points, yep, unfortunate. So MQ survived without a corner cut penalty. Now let's see these guys survive the last turn. There's no point in any of them fighting because they all have a different amount of time penalties, so it's gonna be decided by time penalties either way. Bats gets Rice here in the end. Rice is gonna be 8th. Then, wait, what? We're probably gonna have to fix that somehow. It says that the place finished behind Mido, but I do think that's fake. Seeing Lauda doing the gritty, great. Yeah, Williams domination here in the drive of the day stuff. Yeah, the place has overtaken Mido in the end. Okay, the tool corrected itself. It's all good. Lauda P1, 11.7 fastest lap is like a whole second quicker than anybody else, even than Seagull. Then Yeast drove a very solid race, I think. MQ had a little bit of fighting in there, but managed his way into P3 very, very nicely. Barry, P4, I think he's not too unhappy with that. I think Canada, if I'm not mistaken, one of his more liked tracks as well. Emil's there, 5th. It's not too bad for him neither. Cherry's going to be really happy with P6 here as well. I think especially after so much battling with Bats, Rice and co. And yeah, Bats, Rice, the place and Mido. Gonna be the last finishes in the points. And of course we have Wild Ghost, who is just outside of that in P11. So, yeah. Oh, this has been it for tonight. I do really hope we have a bunch of more drivers next week again, albeit the drivers we had here delivered some great entertainment for us tonight, I think. Very fun race to watch. Next week, we're gonna go to China, Shanghai. Been also a little bit of... Actually, we might have driven China last season. But I think, like, beforehand, it was an eternity that we did not drive China. But yeah. Shanghai also, I feel like it's not a very similar track to Montreal, but like it's also a track where you can do a lot of overtaking. Decent for racing, I'd say. Should be good entertainment, so yeah. Till then, enjoy your evening and enjoy the upcoming week. And we're gonna be back next Sunday. Bye bye.